Welcome. My name is Dr. Brooks Doherty. I'm the Assistant Vice President of Academic Innovation at Rasmussen University, and I'll be serving as your Master of Ceremonies today. Before we begin, we present our national anthem. I want to welcome you again to your virtual graduation celebration. As we are all aware, across the world, COVID-19 has forced more than 1 billion students out of school. For hundreds of thousands of graduates like you, the unfortunate realization that your in-person graduation had to be canceled must have been disheartening. We at Rasmussen University truly understand how important this day is to you. This ceremony will serve as a celebration, bringing together you, Rasmussen University graduates, your family, friends, along with faculty and staff, to honor the graduating class of 2021. The ceremony will feature a few remarks by the interim president of Rasmussen University, Dr. Ann Leah. Your campus has chosen a student speaker who will also be featured. And additionally, we are thrilled to have Gloria Perez, the president and chief executive officer of the Women's Foundation of Minnesota, as our keynote speaker, featuring her insights on a new day, a future full of hope. Finally, and most importantly to you as a graduate, the opportunity to celebrate you through a virtual procession. The conferring of degrees will follow immediately with the turning of the tassels. It will truly be an unprecedented and exciting graduation experience. On behalf of the entire faculty, staff, and Rasmussen University leadership, we would like to thank each of you for joining us. Once again, I am proud to welcome you, the graduating class of 2021, to Rasmussen University's virtual commencement ceremony. This event serves as the culmination of the hard work and effort each graduate put in to earn their degree at Rasmussen University. The community has come together to celebrate each graduate's impressive accomplishments and your bright futures ahead. Without question, these graduates will be a permanent part of Rasmussen University's history and join over 100,000 graduates throughout our 121 years of excellence. For some graduates, this is your first time attending college. For others, you set out to complete what you once started but had yet to finish. And for many of our master's degree graduates, this has been a personal goal for many, many years. Many overcame significant obstacles. You had to balance responsibilities at home, at work, with families, expectations in your career, and yet you found a way and succeeded. By being part of this celebration today, you set the example that through hard work, determination, a support system, any person can achieve their goals. At Rasmussen University, we understand that without the love and support of graduates, friends, and families, your journey may not have been achieved. Graduates, we hope you take a moment to recognize and thank those who have supported you along the way in your educational journey. At Rasmussen University, we are especially honored to support many active military members and veterans as you work toward accomplishing your education and career goals. We would like to thank all of our graduates who are members of active military or veterans for your service to our country. Thank you very much. And finally, our faculty at Rasmussen University. These individuals are responsible for educating and changing lives every day, rain or shine. They take the success of our graduates and our students as a personal responsibility, and I am privileged to work with them every day. Thank you to our faculty at Rasmussen University. And now I would like to introduce the interim president of Rasmussen University, Dr. Ann Leah. She will be sharing a few comments and will introduce today's keynote speaker. Please welcome Dr. Ann Leah.
Thank you, Dr. Doherty, and congratulations to all of our graduates. I am so very proud of you. You set a goal and have now reached the finish line. This new degree is both a personal and a professional accomplishment. What you have earned cannot be taken away. This is a big moment for you. Many of our graduates decided to purchase caps and gowns, even though they weren't walking across the stage, as a symbol of their accomplishment. Within their cap and gown package, there is a green stole, which symbolizes a Rasmussen tradition, and it's called a stole of gratitude. It's a tradition that at the end of our commencement ceremony, each graduate may place that stole around the neck of someone who provided encouragement or support through your academic journey. This stole of gratitude represents lasting appreciation and sincere gratitude towards the recipient for supporting them through their academic accomplishment. Even though we're not celebrating in person today, we encourage you to keep this time-honored tradition. Or if you have not purchased a graduation gown, please do take the time to thank that special person who guided you in the process. These are not normal times. You have had to adjust and cope with much adversity as you navigated through your coursework. Working from home, possibly switching to online classes with children or family, friends, relatives at home with you. All of these make your accomplishment even more commendable. You should be so very proud of yourselves. You forged ahead and succeeded. We are honored to have Gloria Perez as our keynote speaker for this event. Ms. Perez is the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Women's Foundation of Minnesota, where she leads the first statewide women's foundation in the country. The Women's Foundation of Minnesota has distributed more than $31 million through community investments. They also conduct ongoing research on the status of women and girls in Minnesota, advocate for public policy that results in greater economic security and safety for women and their families, and invest in organizations and leaders to build and achieve gender and racial equity. Ms. Perez became one of the country's leading experts in two-generation strategies to reduce poverty as the CEO and president of the Jeremiah Program, a national nonprofit whose proven holistic approach transforms families from poverty to prosperity 2 generations at a time. She has over 25 years of experience across sectors, ranging from small businesses, for-profit corporations, to nonprofit human service organizations. As an Ascend Fellow at the Aspen Institute, Ms. Perez is working with other national leaders to drive innovative ideas and proven strategies to help families achieve educational success and economic security. She serves on the board of directors for the Hazelton Betty Ford Foundation, the Cerisi Walburn Foundation, and the St. Paul and Minnesota Foundation. Please welcome me. We are so happy to have Gloria Perez here as our keynote.
Thank you, President Leha. Trustees, friends, family, and graduating class of 2021, I am honored to celebrate your graduation from Rasmussen University. 600 scholars across 23 campuses from around the country. How wonderful to have you all sharing in this virtual commencement. Congratulations. Of course, I was holding out hope that in-person celebrations would be happening by now, but here we are in the comfort and safety of our respective homes. Regardless of how we do it, reflecting on your collective accomplishments is well-deserved and inspiring. Now, what an extraordinary year this past year has been. In this last year, I have felt like I was in the middle of a mix between Groundhog Day and a movie about the apocalypse. Does that ring true for any of you? None of us could have predicted this would be the year for heightened awareness about systemic inequities and a call for cultural transformation across the country. From the onset of the pandemic to the deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and George Floyd, and the increase in hate crimes across the world, we are at a global crossroads. This is a defining moment for us as a human race. In this extended period of social isolation and reckoning with injustice, I draw strength from the words of Maya Angelou. In the midst of adversity, she said, "Still I rise." Graduation from college is also a defining moment. It represents a new day for you. It is a time for you to boldly step into your careers and claim the knowledge that you have gained as a college graduate. This is the time to own your value. It takes courage to step up and claim your space in the world. We are taught to be humble and unassuming. But this is a new day. Something different is needed. Society is designed to maintain the status quo. And historically, society's status quo has benefited some to the exclusion of others. And in this defining moment, we are seeing the impact of those inequities. To achieve equity for all, we must engage our imagination and creativity and then redefine what it means to live in a country with liberty and justice for all. As you go into the world, I want you to claim your space, to share your unique gifts, talents, and your knowledge. This is what the world needs right now. The world needs a diversity of people with diverse lived experiences and creativity and innovative ideas. The world needs people with grit, determination, and a passion to live their best lives. Now, today, you join a long tradition of students who came to Rasmussen University with a diversity of experiences, identities, and passions. Many of you started at Rasmussen University years after graduating from high school. You know what it's like to juggle a multitude of responsibilities while pursuing your education. If you are a woman, during the pandemic, you have been juggling paid and unpaid work at home, and often you are at the center of your family's needs. This is not new for many of you. It is just amplified in this critical time. By graduating today, you are all demonstrating that you have the grit and determination to succeed. This past year was challenging, even for those of us with the privileges of safe housing, a supportive family, close friends, and secure finances. Even if you were already engaged in online education before the pandemic, staying the course in a rapidly changing environment with unpredictability, more unknowns and unknowns, has had to be a challenge. And yet, you rise. Your future is within reach, and all you need to do is have the courage to grab it. Now, first, take time to celebrate all that you have accomplished to get to this moment. Now is the time to thank all the people who have supported you in achieving this milestone, whether it's a professor, a mentor, a supervisor at work, a spouse, or a parent. None of us get through life without support from others, but don't let that diminish your hand in all that you've accomplished. Now is the time to celebrate the sacrifices, time, and energy you've invested in your achievement. You did this, you are graduating today. Now remember, you are worthy of all that you aspire to achieve. Second, in this time of global transformation, what the world needs from you is that you live your life with courage and compassion. In times of uncertainty, we look to people who speak with conviction about what we can or should be doing. We seek out experts to provide information about how to prepare and plan for what's next. These people instill confidence in others because of their demonstrated courage. Well, in this time of your transition as a college graduate, you are the expert in your life. You are in the best position to know what you need. You know that you are capable, and you know that this degree is the result of your hard work and your commitment to your future. Celebrate your contributions to your success. Whatever that voice inside your head is telling you about your dreams, listen to it. You can bring those dreams to fruition. As the CEO of a statewide community foundation in Minnesota, I drive investment and innovation for gender and racial equity. I recently had to respond to the unprecedented needs of women and communities of color across Minnesota who have been experiencing the disproportionate impact of COVID-19. I have been humbled by the generosity, compassion, and commitment of people who are willing to concede that the pre-COVID world was not working for many of us. People have begun to question the systems that have benefited some at the expense of others. In this period of reckoning and innovation, all of our grit and compassion will be critical to the success across all of society. Whatever your passion is, I encourage you to draw on your courage and determination to learn, innovate, and take action, whether it's in nursing, health sciences, business, technology, design, education, or justice. All industries and all fields are having to grow, change, and innovate in order to remain viable for the future. Author Arundhati Roy once said, "Another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing." Now just listen for a moment. Do you hear her? Do you have that feeling of hope? As a child, I spent hours and hours daydreaming. What is it that people say, if I only knew then what I know now? I would daydream, literally, about the Mary Tyler Moore life, working in a Minneapolis newsroom, climbing the corporate ladder. If I got really wild with my thoughts, I would daydream about what it would be like to have superpowers, like Wonder Woman. I mean, who hasn't thought about having superpowers, right? Well, when it came time for me to go to college, I felt overwhelmed, inadequate, unprepared, anything but courageous. What I came to realize is that my superpower is courage. In the face of fear, I persist. I applied for college without much support. My mother expected my high school to help. My high school expected my mother to help. I built my muscles of courage by figuring out college on my own. It was up to me to listen to my inner voice about what I wanted to study, where I wanted to go to college. My inner voice was telling me it was time to break out on my own. Despite my fear and hesitation, I applied for college outside of Texas, and that is what brought me to Minnesota, where I live today. What I learned is that I needed to look for answers within myself. I needed to embrace my dreams, accept my insecurities, and understand that my natural gifts and abilities would provide insight to my future direction. Thankfully, my superpower has helped me press ahead into the unknown. With a big dose of courage, a lot of good luck, and the compassion and support of others, I eventually stumbled into my life's work to make the world a better place for women, children, and people of color. Now, if you only remember one thing from me today, please remember this: you are powerful beyond measure. Activist Marianne Williamson eloquently said, quote, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone," unquote. Marianne Williamson spoke of what you now know. Let your light shine, and you will let the world shine as well. When you unchain your fears, you will liberate your neighbor. And finally, as you build your career, feel confident because of all that you have endured to achieve this milestone. Each of you is the author of your life's story, and you have the power to create chapters that lie ahead. Your graduation today, coupled with your lived experiences and insights, are all you need to pursue your dreams. Now, I'm not so naive as to think you're going to walk right out of here and get any job on your first try, but I do believe you should have the confidence to strive for it. In working toward your ultimate goal, you will be building your muscles of courage. Be bold enough to ask for what you want and need, and if the world does not give you what you want, be courageous enough to listen and learn about what else you might do to achieve your goals. Let me close by reminding you that in your life story, you get to be awesome, amazing, and brilliant. Use this incredible moment to claim your space in the world, and do not be afraid of the work required to reach your goals. Just remember that every time you encounter a challenge, you can meet that challenge with the same grit, determination, and compassion that you invested in your education. You will persevere. Your experience is embodied in the words of Jeremiah the prophet. "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." I have hope for your future. I have hope for our world. And I want to thank you and congratulate you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Perez, for sharing your inspirational message today. And now, the student speaker from your campus would like to say a few words before the graduation procession.
Hello, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Jenny Oliver, and I am a student speaker and Rasmussen University Honors graduate. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate this much-deserved milestone with us. I transferred to Rasmussen from another university in my hometown. I had heard that Rasmussen was the college to attend if you are a working adult with a family. I made the right choice. My time at Rasmussen was nothing short of incredible. I never thought that I would be able to graduate from college, especially not as a working mom to two busy toddlers. Being able to do my degree online on my own time made it possible. We may be graduating, but this is not the end for us. It's only the beginning. Some of us will continue our education, get a job in our field, or advance at work. The possibilities are endless. At Rasmussen, we are all of different ages at various stages of life and have different backgrounds, regardless of our differences. I found a place where I belonged. For this, I am grateful. One thing that all of us graduates share is our love of education and that we are strong. Lots of us have had a challenging couple of years. I have talked to fellow students who lost their jobs because of the pandemic and had come back to school to find lasting work again. Even though I struggled at times, our amazing faculty was there to help guide me and keep me motivated to move forward. Now look at us, 2021 Rasmussen University graduates. We made it.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the October 2021 graduating class of Rasmussen University. I will be speaking on behalf of the nursing program from Topeka campus. Let me just start by thanking the faculty and my colleagues for nominating myself and my fellow students to be speakers at this ceremony. The students and I need to give a round of applause not only to ourselves and the staff, but most importantly to our loved ones and family who supported us along the way, changing their lives to work around ours so that we could turn our dream into a reality. We are grateful for the villages that started the journey with us, and of course, those that we built along the way. First and foremost, I need to give a special shout out to my wonderful husband and son for making their lives work around my schooling. Secondly, I need to thank the villages that were made, the Lichtensteiger family and the McDonald-Pledz family, for taking my son into your home and loving him as one of your own on the days that I needed childcare or simply a break. Your contributions will never go unnoticed or forgotten. A special round of applause to the staff and instructors at Rasmussen University for adapting to the changes demanded by COVID, changing a normally full-time hands-on program to a virtual one, but especially for dealing with the occasional full-blown meltdowns, anxiety attacks, and barrage of emails and text messages that came with becoming a virtual program. The pilgrimage has been long, confusing, and arduous. The days were long, the nights even longer, and at times even bleak. There may have been a day where I logged onto virtual class, 10 minutes had gone by, and no one was there, not even the instructor. So I messaged my friend, Helena, to ask her if we had class that day. She promptly called me and said, "No, girl, it's the wrong day of the week." There were frequent scheduling changes, and who could forget the pandemic that turned the entire world upside down. Although COVID is a horrible disease, when it came to schooling, there were certain perks that came with it. For example, it turned our lectures into an online experience. What we dreamed about as kids and teenagers finally happened. We could sleep until the last minute, roll right out of bed, and go to school from home, sometimes even in our pajamas. We could take care of our families and go to school sick without risking infecting everyone else, or being sent home in the middle of the day and still make sure we missed as little as possible. Going to school from home wasn't without its frustrations and distractions, most notably technical difficulties. As my friend Heather Bellis can attest to, she was in the middle of a proctored exam and it kept glitching, shutting itself down, and kicking her out multiple times. When she had completed and passed her exam, Heather told us, "I really hope no one watches the recording of me taking the exam because they got a whole show, curse words, tears, and all." Going virtual, although had its conveniences, took away the human touch of learning and the art of nursing. We lost hands-on clinical hours and experiences, getting to bond with each other over the mistakes and humor made during SimLab, and the overall camaraderie of being a nursing student cohort. I would like to think that because we were missing some hands-on human experience, we made up for it in effort, enthusiasm, and the drive to make the most of what clinical experiences we did have. If COVID has taught you nothing, I hope that has instilled the importance of human interaction and touch. A great therapeutic nurse provides safety, warmth, and comfort, and caring that can only be conveyed in person, and is something that can never be replaced by cold, lifeless metal and plastic. As you continue through your nursing career, remember where you came from, to be thankful to everyone you work with, and to tell them you are thankful, and that you are not too good for any task, no matter how menial it may seem to you. You certainly can't expect someone to do a task you won't do yourself. Hold fast to your morals, ethics, and values. The knowledge and skills the instructors tried to instill in us is there. Don't overthink it, don't second guess yourself, and don't change your answer. You can rationalize every answer to be correct if you sit on it long enough. Hang on to the apprehension you feel. The apprehension you feel must be about 20 times worse for our instructors. With every graduating class, they are wondering if what they taught you was enough. Was it enough to make sure you know how to recognize the very subtle changes that indicate a life-threatening condition? Was it enough to make sure that you remember you're treating a whole person and not just the disease process? A little fear and apprehension aren't a bad thing. It means you are alive and that you still care about making a mistake. Just don't let it paralyze you. Let it be the drive that fuels your hunger for knowledge and to always learn why. Lastly, don't let good enough be good enough for you, at least not on a regular basis. Sometimes when you feel like you have nothing else to give, it's okay once in a while for things to be good enough just for now. Just don't forget to fill your own cup before it runs dry. So if you'll all excuse us, after our ceremonies and celebrations, as my friend Lauren Bronson would say, we are all going to become one with the couch. We wish the best of luck to future cohorts, and especially to the BSN students we were fortunate enough to meet during our educational career. We bestow our undying graciousness and gratitude to the instructors for their time, effort, knowledge, and passion we were gifted. Thank you.
Graduates, now is the time the next phase of your life begins. As you see your name presented, reflect on all your hard work and dedication over the years that has led you to this success. Keep in mind, this is not the end of your road, but the beginning. There may be more degrees in your future, and certainly there will be lifelong learning, inquiry, and exploration. Today's graduates across Rasmussen University campuses will be receiving either a master's degree, a Bachelor of Science degree, an Associate of Science degree, a diploma, or a certificate. Congratulations once again to all of these outstanding graduates. We are extremely proud of you.
Abby M. Jernberg, Associate of Science, Professional Nursing. Abria McDonald, Certificate in Business with Honors. Allie Deal, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Alexandra Mahaf, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Honors. Allison Hislop, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Amanda D. Cox, Certificate of Pharmacy Technician with Honors. Amanda Rose, Certificate in Medical Billing and Coding with Honors. Amber Wangeren, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Amy Lewis, Associate of Science in Professional Nursing. Amy M. Castleberry, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Ashley M. Reinhardt, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Aubrey E. Scott, Certificate of Medical Administrative Assistant with Honors. Audrey Van Dyke, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Beth A. McNatt, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Beverly Regal, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding with Honors. Blair L. Gordon, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing with honors. Bo Reinsschneider, Associate of Applied Science in Marketing. Brianna M. Scott, Bachelor of Science, Human Services with honors. Brianna S. Grimm, Associate of Science, Professional Nursing. Brittany Branch, Certificate in Paralegal with honors. Brittany L. Lee Bourreau, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Caitlin Swayze, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Carrie Odell, Associate of Applied Science in Business Management with honors. Shantae L. Ragsdale, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Administrative Assistant. Christine Hogan, Bachelor of Science in Digital Marketing with honors. China Robinson, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing with honors. Sierra E. Flores, Associate of Science in Professional Nursing. Sierra Kearing Johnson, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing with honors. Cody Lee, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Crystal Jolynn Niamberega, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Christy Conser, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Dalen A. Chapman, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Danielle M. Winston, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding with honors. David Wells, Bachelor of Science in Business Management with honors. Deanna Jones Trustee, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding. Deanna M. Lee, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing with honors. Debbie Johns Miller, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Debbie Minharja Maxwell, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Destiny M. Bigelow, Certificate of Pharmacy Technician. Dominique S. Martin, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Donisha N. Austin, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Technician with honors. Donna Pineda, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Donovan Q. Onen, Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity. Elizabeth D. Fleshman, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing with honors. Elizabeth Macon, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding with honors. Elizabeth Munez, a Bachelor of Science in Supply Chain and Logistics. Elisha Turner, Bachelor of Science in Marketing with honors. Emily Izales, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with honors. Emily R. Tapman, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Erica Dink, Bachelor of Science, Health Management with honors. Erica L. Anderson, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Erica Munger, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing with honors. Eva Bams, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Fatima Sami, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Assisting with honors. Grace Smothers, Certificate in Medical Billing and Coding with honors. Haley A. Fredlin, Associate of Applied Science, Medical Administrative Assistant with honors. Hannah M. Thomas, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Hannah Litke, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Harjit K. Desani, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Heather D. Cole, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Heather J. Bates, Certificate of Early Childhood Education with honors. Heather L. Bellis, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Helena F. Zavala Chase, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Jacqueline Pointer, Bachelor of Science, Human Resources and Organizational Leadership. Jacob Hess, Bachelor of Science, Information Technology Management with honors. Jacqueline Clark, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Jakina L. McCoy, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal with Honors. Jalen Horn, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Janet R. Nichols, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Jasmine Sanchez, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Jenny M. Oliver, Associate of Applied Science in Human Resources and Organizational Leadership with Honors. Jennifer Cristaldo, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Honors. Jennifer Delina, Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education with Honors. Jennifer Frisbee, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Jennifer McCarty, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Jennifer N. Gregorio, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Honors. Jennifer R. Epps, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Jessica Freeman, Associate of Science in Professional Nursing. Jessica D. Hutchinson, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Jessica Lohmeyer, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Jordan Crockett, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Joseph Lavery, Associate of Science in Software Application Development. Julian J. O, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing with Honors. Justice Gillespie, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Caitlin N. Holman, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Karen M. Wolk, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Katie Jarrett, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Katie M. Sullivan, Certificate in Paralegal. Katrina F. Dreyer, Associate of Science in Professional Nursing. Katrina McClure, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Kayla Wilson, Certificate of Early Childhood Education with Honors. Kendra Kerms, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Crystal Reamer, Associate of Science in Human Services with Honors. Christina Boykin, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Christina Egbilu, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Christina M. Madrigal, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Kylie Crank, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Kylie Kaischik, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Lauren Bronson, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Leah Anzisek, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Levin Melly, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Lisa Dedman, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Lisa R. Chavez, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Laurendia M. Clark, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Lucinda Stouffer, Associate of Applied Science in Health Information Technician. Lubov Weisner, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding. Michaela L. Graham, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Mackenzie M. Knight, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Honors. Madison Portulis, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing with Honors. Michaela Harmon, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Marcia L. Irvin, Bachelor of Science in Early Childhood Education and Leadership. Maria Collenberger, Associate of Applied Science in Healthcare. Maria R. Windham, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Mariah Cochran, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Mariah Stringfield, Bachelor of Science in Nursing with Honors. Marion Kina, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Marilyn R. Vanderputten, Associate of Applied Science in Marketing with Honors. Marjorie Madari, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing with Honors. Mark Ford, Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity with Honors. Mary Bell, Master of Science, Graduate Healthcare Administration with Honors. Mary Catherine P. Swanson, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Matthew Borderland, Associate of Science, Software Application Development with Honors. McKinley Baker, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Megan Reedy, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Megan Hennifer, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Megan Lane, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding. Michael Henderson, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Michaela T. Kaiser, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Michelle Donnelly, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing with Honors. Michelle Wonder, Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Education. Nadia Carraz, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Nicholas C. Estrada, Associate of Applied Science Business Management with Honors. Nicholas S. Philpott, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Nicole Greif, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Nicole M. Montoya, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Nicole S. Krutz, Associate of Applied Science in Paralegal with Honors. Olivia A. Martin, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Olivia E. Sanchez, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Anziliquick Jones, Associate of Science in Professional Nursing. Peyton Wellborn, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Prableen Gill, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Prachi Y. Patel, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding with Honors. Rachel Joshu, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Raquel Hendricks, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assistant. Ramila Pudasani, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Raven Woods, Certificate of Business with Honors. Rayleigh N. McClellan, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Regina Williamson, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Rihanna Ritter, Associate of Applied Science in Health Information Technician with Honors. Robert McDowell, Associate of Science in Software Application Development. Roxanne M. Reynolds, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Samantha D. Kaufman, Certificate of Paralegal. Samantha DeFeo, Associate of Applied Science, Paralegal. Samantha Trompeter, Certificate in Medical Billing and Coding. Samantha Vandevord, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Samantha Isalas, Certificate of Medical Billing and Coding. Sarah Anderson, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Sarah M. Wolche, Bachelor of Science in Human Resources and Organizational Leadership with Honors. Serena Cervez, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Shanice F. Varnado Gaskins, Associate of Science in Professional Nursing. Shanna M. Shipley, Associate of Applied Science and Health Information Technician. Shana V. Kiger, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Shella Ortega, Certificate of Medical Administrative Assistant. Shelika B. Jackson, Associate of Applied Science and Medical Administrative Assistant with Honors. Shaquella S. Whitfield, Associate of Applied Science and Health Information Technician. Sierra Davidson, Associate of Applied Science and Accounting with Honors. Sylvie L. Torres, Bachelor of Science in Human Resources and Organizational Leadership. Stacy L. Billings, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Stephanie D. Clements, Associate of Applied Science and Health Information Technician with Honors. Stephanie Miles, Associate of Applied Science and Professional Nursing. Stephone L. Anderson, Certificate of Medical Administrative Assistant. Sydney Emerson, Associate of Applied Science, Professional Nursing. Tana M. Jones, Certificate of Accounting with Honors. Tara E. Swan, Associate of Applied Science, Health Information Technician. Taylor Barber, Certificate of Accounting. Talicia James, Associate of Applied Science, Business Management. Therese Smith, Associate of Applied Science in Healthcare. Tatiana J. Washington, Bachelor of Science Healthcare with Honors. Thomas Bay, Bachelor of Science in Accounting with Honors. Tiffany M. Cook, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. Trisha Allen, Certificate of Early Childhood Education with Honors. Tuyet Ni M. Guyen, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing. William Castleman, Associate of Applied Science in Accounting. Winnie A. Williams, Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice. Yvonne Morales Torres, Associate of Applied Science in Professional Nursing.
And now the moment has arrived. All of our graduates, please stand for the conferring of your degree. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Rasmussen University, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have qualified, along with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining hereto. Undergraduates, it is now time to move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Each and every one of you should be very proud of your accomplishments and achievements. We wish you all much success in life and rewarding careers. On behalf of the entire Rasmussen University community, congratulations to all of you.